Hello all, welcome to session 1 of Selenium 4 training series. In this session, I am going to provide introduction to Selenium. So let's get started. Before we understand Selenium, we need to first understand what is manual testing and what is automation testing. Let me explain. So what is manual testing and what is automation testing? So and what is the difference? In case of manual testing, a real person will be doing the testing. Okay, a real person sitting before the computer machine and using eyes and hands will be performing the testing. Let me explain this practically. Okay, so you see a real person. Let's assume that I am the real person. I'm sitting before this laptop, whatever you are seeing now, and I opened this browser window and by myself I am typing the application URL. Then let's say if I have to test the search functionality, then I have to type this text by myself, right? Using my hands, using the keyboard keys, I have to type this text, let's say HP text. And I need to, using my mouse, I need to click on the search button. And using my eyes, I have to verify whether I got a proper or correct product in the search results or not. This is how a real person can perform the manual testing by sitting before the computer and by using the eyes and hands. But how about automation? But how about automation? In case of automation, an automation tool will be performing the testing. Okay, here an automation tool will be performing testing. Okay, what are the examples of the automation tools? Let's say Selenium, UFT, Test Complete, and there are many automation tools available in the market, guys. Okay, Selenium is one of the popular automation tools anyhow, but there are many automation tools available in the market which we can use for automating the application and testing. Fine. Here, in case of automation testing, an automation tool will be performing the testing on behalf of the real person. So, but I have a question, guys. Okay, I have a question where I'm saying that in manual testing, a real person will be doing the testing, but in automation tool testing, an automation tool has to perform the testing on behalf of the person. But how can an automation tool perform testing? That's the question, right? How can a tool perform the testing? How can a tool replace a person? How that is possible? Let me show you practically, guys. Okay, here I have this Eclipse IDE. Here we have this sample project here created, and here I have some sample automation code written already. Okay, so this kind of code an automation engineer will write. Okay, an automation test engineer will write this automation code. This code is an example code of Selenium automation code, which is written along with the Java code. Okay, this is a combination of Java and Selenium automation code. You don't have to understand any of these things, guys. Okay, now I'm going to practically show you how this Selenium automation tool with the help of this automation code, that is Selenium and Java automation code, can perform testing. I'll show you. Okay, simply right click here and say run as Java application. I'm not doing anything from now. This tool, that is Selenium automation tool, now will open the Chrome browser. It will maximize the browser. It will open the application URL. It will type HP text, click on the search button, and it will verify whether the product has been displayed in the search results or not, and it will give me the result in the output. Test passed. Here I didn't perform any testing. Okay, here a person has not done any testing. Here an automation tool has performed the testing on behalf of the person and gave the results in the output. But guys, can an automation tool work by itself? No, that's not possible, guys. Okay, here an automation tool, okay, cannot work by itself. We have to help the automation tool with this code. Okay, an automation test engineer, like a real person, has to write this automation code and submit it to the automation tool. Then only the automation tool can perform testing. But automation tool is performing the testing on behalf of the real person though. So hope guys you got some idea. Okay, so this is just an heads up, guys. Okay, just to give an idea like what is an automation tool, to get a kind of high level idea. Okay, so fine, let's continue, guys. Okay, let's continue. Now you have understood what is manual testing and what is automation testing and how an automation tool can perform testing and can perform testing on behalf of the person, right? Instead of the person, a tool is performing the testing, and how the tool is performing the testing I explained so far. Now let's understand what is Selenium. Okay, the time has come for us to explore what is Selenium. Okay, so what is Selenium, guys? Selenium in simple terms is nothing but is a test automation tool. Is one of the test automation tools available in the market. As I have already written here, there are many test automation tools available in the market like Selenium, UFT, Test Complete, Cypress, okay, Cypress, WebDriver IO. Lot of automation tools are there in the market, guys. And Selenium is one of the most popular test automation tools available in the market. Okay, one of the most popular test automation tools available in the market. In simple terms, Selenium is a test automation tool. That's it. So here, instead of a person performing the testing manually, Selenium automation tool can perform testing on behalf of this particular person, right? Using the automation code developed like this, using Selenium and Java, a tool like Selenium can perform the testing on behalf of the person. And in simple terms, Selenium is a test automation tool. Now let's move on, guys. Okay. So now you understood what is Selenium also. It's a test automation tool in simple terms, right? I'll explain what exactly is Selenium in the next few sessions. But for now, Selenium to get started in is a test automation tool. Okay. In simple terms, is a test automation. Now, guys, next thing is what are the different types of applications that Selenium can automate? Okay. There are different type of applications available in the market, right? For example, web applications. One type of applications are web applications. What are web applications? All the applications that runs on the browsers. Okay, you see facebook.com, amazon.in, flipkart.com, amazon.com. All these applications run on the browsers. You see here, if I run this application URL, if I provide this URL in the browser, this particular application is displaying in the browser, right? This is a web application. All the applications that run on the browsers like Chrome or Firefox or any other browser are nothing but the which applications? Web applications. Okay. Whereas coming to desktop applications. Okay. Desktop applications. What are desktop applications? The applications which run on the operating systems are known as desktop applications. Okay. Applications which run on the operating system. So few applications will come by default with the operating system. Few applications we have to install. Okay. So for example, guys, this is a paint application, right? Whatever the application you are seeing here, this is a paint application. Okay. This application is running on. Is it running on the browser? No, right? This application is running on my Windows operating system. So and it came by default. Okay. Along with the Windows operating system, I got this paint application. Fine. So this is one example of a desktop application. Okay, the applications which run on the operating systems are known as desktop applications, and this is a default desktop application which comes by default with the Windows operating system. But there are few applications in my machine. Okay, there are few applications in my machine which I have to install. Okay, they doesn't come by default on the operating system. For example, this Eclipse IDE. Okay, this Eclipse IDE. This one doesn't come by default with the Windows. Okay, I have to install this. Okay, I have to install this Eclipse IDE, and I have a lot of softwares here, right? I have a lot of softwares like Notepad plus plus. Okay, this doesn't come by default. Notepad plus plus. I need to install the exe file, .exe file. Okay, few examples for the desktop applications are Notepad plus plus software, Eclipse IDE software, and many other softwares we can install on the desktop. These are all running on the operating system, and then we call them as desktop applications. Okay, hence we call them as desktop applications. Now we have one more type of application, that is mobile applications. What are these mobile applications? The applications which run on mobile device are nothing but the mobile applications. Okay, the applications which run on the mobile device. For example, here I'll simply say mobile application. Okay, and I'll go to the images here. You see all these applications, right? All these applications which come by default in the mobile, or we have to install from the Play Store or whatever it is, are nothing but the mobile applications. Okay, like Facebook, we have Facebook application, Amazon application, right? Lot of applications are there nowadays. Okay, all these are the different applications. Fine. So those are the mobile applications. But my question here is, okay, Facebook app is one of the example. So my question here is, Selenium is a test automation tool, right? Selenium is a test automation tool. But what type of applications Selenium can automate? Can Selenium automate all these applications, all these different type of applications? No, guys. It cannot automate desktop applications. Selenium cannot automate desktop applications. Selenium cannot automate mobile applications. So then what Selenium can automate? Selenium can automate only the web applications. All the applications that run on the browser, only that application Selenium can automate. Okay. So given any number of applications before you, if they are running on the browser, that means it is a web application that can be automated by Selenium. But coming to the desktop applications or mobile applications, Selenium cannot automate. Something we need to understand. Fine, guys. Now, next topic in this session is Selenium is a free tool. Okay. Selenium is a free tool. You don't have to pay any license amount, guys. Okay. In order to download and use Selenium for our test automation purpose, okay, we don't have to pay any single buck also. Okay. It's completely free of cost. You don't have to pay for any license amount. That's why Selenium is a free tool. And if you see, there are different automation tools, right? Here, Selenium is a free tool. Selenium is a free tool. Coming to UFT, it is not a free tool. Coming to test complete, it's not a free tool. Okay. But Selenium is a free tool, guys. Okay. Despite of being popular in the market, despite of being kind of number one and top in the market, kind of very most popular kind of thing in the market, Selenium is still free, guys. Okay. You don't have to pay any single rupee also. Okay. Single buck also. So Selenium is completely free. So that's very good thing, na? Now, let's move on to the next one. So next thing is official website of Selenium. Okay, so Selenium is free and it has an official website, guys. Okay, so you should not believe here and there, right? You should not download Selenium from different websites. Rather, Selenium has its own website. Okay, official website. So from where we'll do a lot of stuff, guys. I'll show you this official website of Selenium. So the official website of Selenium is selenium.dev. Okay, earlier we used to have seleniumhq.org. Okay, earlier we used to have seleniumhq.org. This used to be the older version, but now it has been updated to selenium.dev as part of Selenium 4 initiative only. It got updated to selenium.dev. Instead of typing seleniumhq.org, you have to type selenium.dev. Okay. And what if by mistake you type the old URL seleniumhq.org? If you type, still you will get to here only, guys. Okay, it will get redirected to selenium.dev only. Okay, no problem. But this is the latest. Okay, latest official website of Selenium. You can simply type selenium.dev, and here, guys, you will find a lot of stuff, guys. Okay, the major stuff I'll explain is, so here you can get started with different things of Selenium, and here this is a home page, guys. Simple thing is that when you say selenium.dev, you will land on the home page where you'll get all the information of Selenium. And second important page is the downloads page. Click on the downloads. From here, all the downloads related to Selenium you can do. Okay, lot of downloads you can do, guys, from this page. Okay, this is a very important page that we have to come multiple times. Okay, the coming sessions will come here multiple times. Now, the other thing is documentation. Okay, so if you have any doubts or something, and if you want to refer the documentation of Selenium, this is the place. Okay, lot of documentation is there, properly categorized and all. So with the latest version of Selenium, right, they have introduced this documentation also. They have revised the documentation and everything is up to date. Okay, lot of latest information is available in this documentation. And coming to the next one, guys, they have a blog here. Okay, the next thing I can say is that important thing after homepage downloads and documentation is the blog part. You see all the announcements. Okay, all the announcements will be there here. All the announcements by Selenium, guys, will be there here, guys. Okay, you can updates of Selenium and all you will get here, or new releases of Selenium or anything got changed in Selenium. Everything will be posted here. Major updates will be there here. Okay, so this is the official website of Selenium, guys. So we will be visiting this website multiple times. Okay, based on our need. Now, the next thing about Selenium you need to understand is what are the different browsers that Selenium supports. For example, here I have run the automation script, right? When I run the automation script, my script is running in which browser? You see, here you'll get, you see, Chrome driver. Chrome driver was started. Chrome browser is opening, guys. This is what is Chrome browser, guys. It's getting maximized and it's opening the application URL and all those stuff. You see, it has tested and all those stuff. So here the script has run on the Chrome browser. Similarly, this automation code can run on different browsers. Okay, when you write the automation code using Selenium, you can run the automation code on different browsers, not just the Chrome browser like this. Because here I have used Chrome driver, so the script is getting running on the Chrome browser. We have different drivers here for different browsers. So based on the given driver names, the script can run on different browsers like Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, Safari, and Opera. Okay, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, Safari, and Opera are the different browsers which are supported by Selenium. Okay, so to get the updated list of the browsers, guys, get the updated list of the browsers. Again, we have to go to the official website of Selenium, selenium.dev, and click on this downloads. Scroll down until you see a section known as browsers. Okay, click on this browsers. You will see the complete list of browsers supported by officially supported by Selenium. Okay, this is a perfect place to find out what are the browsers that are supported by Selenium. Okay, tomorrow few more browsers may get added. We don't know. Okay, as per today's date. Okay, as per today's date, these are the browsers supported by Selenium. But tomorrow, more browsers may get added, right? Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Edge, Safari, and Opera as per today. Tomorrow, any other browser may get added. Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera, Chrome, and Edge. These are the different browsers at this moment supported by Selenium. Okay, and what are the different operating systems supported by Selenium? At this moment, I am running the Selenium automation scripts. Okay, I'm running the Selenium automation scripts from which operating system? Windows operating system. Okay, this is Windows machine. Okay, this is Windows machine. You can similarly, okay, create Selenium automation scripts and run the Selenium automation scripts in different operating systems. Like all the popular operating systems are covered, guys. Okay, apart from popular browsers covered, okay, Selenium is supporting all the popular browsers. These are the different browsers, right, that everyone use in the market, right? Chrome, Firefox, IE, Edge, Safari, and Opera, right? These are the nowadays popular browsers available in the market, and Selenium is already supporting them. Similarly, coming to the operating systems also, Selenium supports all the famous operating systems available in the market. Okay, you can create and run your Selenium automation scripts on all the famous operating systems available in the market, like Windows, Mac, and Linux. Okay, Windows, Macintosh, and Linux. So to find the updated list of, okay, to find the latest list of operating systems that are officially supported by Selenium, again we have to go to the official website of Selenium. This is the perfect place, guys. Okay, to confirm everything. So I'm explaining here, but the perfect place to find it out is go to the downloads page, scroll down until you see something known as operating systems. Under the browsers, you have operating systems. Open the operating systems. You see Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Okay, in Linux they are specifically, okay, in Linux they are mainly supporting Ubuntu. In Linux operating system, they are mainly supporting a flavor known as Ubuntu. Okay, in Mac, this is a Mac and Microsoft Windows as usual. Okay, these are the different operating systems that are supported by Selenium. Now coming to the what are the different programming languages we can use along with Selenium for automation. Okay, to automate the code in Selenium, what are the different programming languages that are supported by Selenium? At this moment, guys, as you can see here, this is Selenium automation code. Okay, whatever you are seeing highlighting here is the Selenium automation code, which is written inside the Java. Okay, you see this class is created using Java. This main method is created using Java, and inside the main method of the Java, we are writing the Selenium automation code. And here and there in the Selenium automation code also there is some Java code. For example, system.set properties from Java, whereas this is completely from Selenium, guys. All these things are from Selenium. All these lines are from Selenium. This highlighted lines from 11 to 19 is from Selenium automation code, whereas first line is from Java and combination of Selenium here, and these two lines also from Java, and here if condition is also from Java. Okay, it's a combination of Java and Selenium, right? Right, you don't have to understand, guys. If you don't know what is Java and what is Selenium, doesn't matter. I'm just explaining that. So when you are automating using Selenium, we have to use some programming language. Okay, it's not just we'll be writing only Selenium code. We have to use Selenium code with some programming language. So in this example, I was using Java, Selenium with Java programming language. So apart from Java, you can also write Selenium automation code in Python. You can use Selenium automation code in C#, Selenium automation code in JavaScript, Selenium automation script in Ruby. These are the famous five. Okay, Selenium is majorly supporting this Java, Python, C#, JavaScript, and Ruby. But apart from that, there are other programming languages supported by Selenium. That is Go, Haskell, Perl, PHP, R, and Dart. Okay, these are not that much major, but in the market, right, most of the people use these five programming languages. That is for automating using Selenium. That is Java, Python, C#, JavaScript, Ruby. Any of the programming language we can use is Selenium, and these are not majorly used. And that is Go, Haskell, Perl, PHP, R, and Dart are not majorly used. Okay, in the market. And again, to confirm which are the officially supported programming language. What is the best place, guys? Again, the official website of Selenium, right? Right. So this supporting Selenium supporting these programming languages may differ tomorrow because they keep changing, right? So, but what is the best place to find what are the different programming languages that Selenium supports? Again, we have to go to the official website of Selenium, selenium.dev. Go to the downloads, scroll down until you see something known as Selenium clients and WebDriver language bindings. Under this, guys, you see Selenium majorly supports which programming languages? Java, Python, C Sharp, JavaScript, and Ruby. Okay, these are the major 5 programming languages that can be used with Selenium, and many people in the market are using these programming languages while automating using Selenium. And other programming languages, where can we find the other programming languages? You see other languages exist. Link is there. Click on that. It will take you to this ecosystem page. Scroll down here until you see language bindings. You see apart from those 5 programming languages, you see Go is there, Haskell is there, Perl is there, PHP, R, and Dart. This is official website. Okay, official website of Selenium, and we can find the correct details about which programming language that Selenium is supporting as per today's date or whatever the time you are checking. Okay, fine. Now let's move on to the next section of Selenium, guys. Okay, that is different components in Selenium. What are the different components in Selenium? I'm saying that in simple terms, I'm saying that Selenium is a test automation tool. But is it a single tool? Is Selenium a single tool, guys? No, guys. Selenium is not a single tool. Multiple components combined together form Selenium tool. Okay. What are the different components in Selenium which make that as a single tool? There are 4 components in Selenium which make that as a single tool. Okay, we are calling simply Selenium tool. But when you break the Selenium tool, it is a combination of 4 different tools or components. Okay, it has 4 different components. Okay, so one is Selenium IDE, other one is Selenium RC, then we have Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. These are the 4 components of Selenium. So, but one of the component is already deprecated and outdated, guys. No one is using nowadays in the market. Okay, this Selenium RC used to be there in the olden days, but now it's outdated. Selenium RC is completely outdated. It's out of picture. Even if you go to the official website of Selenium, selenium.dev, on the home page you see only 3 components are being displayed. You see there is no Selenium RC anywhere, right? Getting started. One of the component is Selenium ID, then second one is Selenium WebDriver, and third one is Selenium Grid. Only 3 components they are showing. But this fourth component is already deprecated and outdated, so you don't have to know anything about that. Okay, so in the olden days, when Selenium WebDriver was not there, okay, when the Selenium WebDriver was not there, in place of the Selenium WebDriver, there used to be Selenium RC. Okay, people used to use Selenium RC like anything earlier. Okay, around 2007, 2000 till 9, something around 2007 to 9, right? People around that period, people used to use Selenium RC. Then Selenium WebDriver was not that has not entered into the market. Okay, so when later when Selenium WebDriver entered into the market, Selenium RC got deprecated and outdated. Simple. Okay. Now in place of Selenium RC, we are using Selenium WebDriver, and older component that is Selenium RC is already deprecated. Fine. And coming to the other components, we have Selenium IDE, guys. Okay, we have the Selenium IDE. I'll show you a small preview of what is Selenium IDE. It is a record and playback tool, guys. Okay, it's a record and playback tool. In Selenium, we have different components. No, Selenium is not a single tool, guys. It's instead is a combination of multiple tools. In this, one tool is already deprecated, no one is using, and second tool is Selenium IDE, which is a record and playback tool. Okay, so what is record and playback means? We don't have to write any automation code. This tool is for some people or okay who want to automate the applications, but they don't have any programming languages. Okay, knowledge. So this is for some people who want to automate the applications, but they are not aware of the programming knowledge. Okay, they don't have any programming knowledge, or they can't write the automation code, guys. Okay, in some any language and all. For such kind of people, without writing any code, if they want to automate the application, Selenium IDE is the best choice. It's simple, as simple like recording a video and playing a video back. Okay, it's as simple as recording a video and playing a video back. Fine. So how to record a video and how to play a video, you already know, right? Let's say you attended a birthday party of your friend. What you will do, guys? You will record the video while the birthday is going on. Later, once the birthday party is over, again when all your friends meet, you'll share in the WhatsApp and all that videos and all can play the video, right? Later we can play the video. As simple as recording a video and playing the video, we can create the automation scripts using Selenium IDE without having any programming knowledge. That's what is important. Okay, small demo I'll give you for Selenium IDE. Here we have the Selenium IDE, guys. So I already installed. So I'll take another session, guys, for Selenium IDE, separate session. At the end I will take. Okay, because this is not that much important. Coming to the components of Selenium, I cannot give higher priority for Selenium IDE. Okay, so the major one is Selenium WebDriver. We have to focus more on Selenium WebDriver. But later when time comes, I'll explain Selenium IDE in a detailed manner. Fine. So okay guys, so here click on this Selenium IDE guys, you will get this kind of thing. How to install all the stuff I'll explain later guys. This is just a small preview of what it can do. That's it. Okay. How the Selenium IDE works, I'll explain. So here guys, I'll say recording project, demo project, okay, IDE like this, say okay. And here I need to say record, click on this record button guys. Like you started recording the video, like we are recording the automation script. Okay. So here I need to give some application URL. Say I'll give the application URL like whatever the application I demonstrated, right? This application I'll give this URL I'm giving in the here as a base URL and click on start recording. Now maximize this. Whatever the actions you do, they will be recorded here. You see here on the bottom of the page, the Selenium IDE is recording, some notification is coming, right? That means whatever the actions you do, that will be recorded. For example, if I click here, you see record click. If I type here, it is recording. If I click on the search button, it's recording. Okay, here I'll right click on this HPLP and here Selenium IDE and say verify this particular HPLP 3065 is present, okay, on the page. Now again, I will go to Selenium IDE and stop the recording. And here I have to give the test name. So I'll say search test, okay, search test. Say okay. You see automation script has been created guys. I don't have to do anything else, okay. This is as simple as this. This is as simple as this guys. Simple record the automation script and this Selenium IDE will record all your user actions on the browser while you are performing. And you can run this automation script any number of times. For example, if I run this current test, you see the script is running. I'm not doing anything. Selenium IDE is typing, Selenium IDE is clicking the buttons and all. You see the results are coming. You can run this script any number of times guys. Okay, I'm not doing anything. Right? So this is what is a record and playback tool guys, and this is known as Selenium IDE guys. Okay, using Selenium IDE we can do record and playback. Okay, we can do record and playback using the Selenium IDE. Okay, fine. So I demonstrated the one of the components of Selenium, right, where you don't have to write any programming code, right? You don't have to write any code in any programming language or something. And even without, for the people who don't know any programming knowledge, they can automate the applications using this kind of simple tool, record and playback tool known as Selenium IDE. This is one of the components of Selenium, and it's kind of active guys. It's not deprecated. Only Selenium RC is deprecated out of the 4. Fine. So coming to the next one guys, Selenium WebDriver. Okay, coming to the next one, it's a major component that everyone uses in the market. Okay, 95 to 99% of the people, okay, 95 to 99% of the people use Selenium WebDriver for automating the applications. Okay, it is a library you can say, but I'll not go deep into that. So it's a major component of Selenium that we have to use for automating. Okay, here guys, in this code actually Selenium WebDriver was used. Okay, this code is based on Selenium WebDriver. So this is what is Selenium WebDriver guys. Okay, if you run this code, you see I have automated this application with the help of Selenium WebDriver here. Okay, so Selenium WebDriver is a library, and using the library, we have automated the application. Okay? With the help of the Selenium WebDriver, we are running this code. Right, done. Fine, guys. So in the coming sessions, most of the sessions will be based on the Selenium WebDriver only. Okay, fine. Now, this is the major component of Selenium. Out of all the components of Selenium, the main and important component of Selenium that we have to use regularly and learn more is nothing but Selenium WebDriver, guys. Based on the Selenium WebDriver, I have a lot of sessions coming up. Okay, fine. Now the next one we have is a Selenium Grid, guys. Okay, Selenium Grid. What is the Selenium Grid then? Selenium Grid works along with the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, Selenium Grid works along with which component of Selenium? Selenium WebDriver. So what is the purpose of this Selenium Grid? It will distribute the automation tests across multiple machines. Okay, there may be some situations where you see, guys, when I run this script, when I run this automation script, this script was running only in my machine, right? Only in this machine, the script is running, right? When I run this script like this automation script is now running in my machine. You see, browser will open in my machine, browser will maximize in my machine, application URL is opening in my machine, and all the tests are happening in my machine. But with the help of this component of Selenium, that is Selenium Grid, apart from running the Selenium automation scripts in my machine, okay, with the help of the Selenium Grid, we can distribute the automation scripts to all different machines also. Okay, we can set up the network of machines like this. You see, all these boxes are nothing but different laptops or computers or machines, whatever you can call. Okay, and there will be something known as hub here, and these remaining laptops, you call them as nodes. Okay, node like that. Okay, I'll just type n here. N stands for node, let's say. These are all nodes, guys. Okay, these are all nodes. Now, when you run the automation scripts from here, from the hub machine, when you run the automation scripts from this hub machine, okay, the Selenium grid, the configured Selenium grid will distribute the automation scripts to run on different machines. Okay, the automation scripts will be sent to different machines, and scripts will be running on different machines. Okay, scripts will be running on different machines. This distribution of the automation scripts to different machines is possible with the help of Selenium grid. Okay, I'll explain more about Selenium grid at the end, guys. Okay, at the end of this session, the last topic will be mostly Selenium grid, guys. Okay, once we are done with Selenium WebDriver, which will take a lot of sessions. After that, finally we'll go to Selenium grid. We'll explain more about Selenium grid there. Fine. Okay. The purpose simple is it will distribute the automation scripts. Instead of running the scripts on single machine, we can distribute and run the automation scripts on multiple machines. Why we have to run that? Why we have to distribute the automation text scripts on different machines using Selenium grid? All those things I will explain later, guys. Not now. Okay. Fine. But for now, guys, what are the different components in Selenium? We have 4 different components in Selenium. That is Selenium IDE, which is a simple record and playback. We don't have to write any automation code to automate. Okay. Second thing is Selenium RC, which is already deprecated. No one is using that, so we can ignore that. Third thing is the major component and main component of Selenium, which everyone, 95 to 98% of the people are using in the market for automating their applications. That is Selenium WebDriver, which looks like this. Okay, this is a code written on Selenium WebDriver. And the last component we have Selenium Grid, which will distribute your automation scripts to run on different machines over the network. That is called a Selenium Grid. Okay, these are the different components in Selenium. Hope you got some idea there. Now, let's move on to the next section in this introduction part of Selenium. That is different versions of Selenium. Till now, guys, there are 4 versions of Selenium released. Okay, Selenium 1, Selenium 2, Selenium 3, and latestly we got Selenium 4 released into the market. Okay, latestly we got the Selenium 4 released into the market. It got released into the market on October 13, 2021. Okay, Selenium 4 got released into the market on October 13, 2021. It's almost how many months, guys, from this date? This is January 21. So November, December, January, almost three plus, okay, three and a half months, you can say. Okay, just close to 3 and 3.5, guys. Okay, nothing much. Okay, between 3 and 3.5 months it got released. You see that much latest Selenium 4 is now. Okay, so Selenium 4 is the latest version that got released into the market by Selenium, guys. Okay, so if you go to the official website of Selenium, you can see that as per today's date, if you go to the official website, go to the downloads. Here you see everywhere you will see, 4.4.4 are there. That means Selenium 4 is the latest version as per today. Okay, fine. Now, guys, what are the prerequisites that are required for learning Selenium? Before you start learning Selenium, guys, you should have some knowledge of different stuff. You should have some basic HTML knowledge. Okay, some basic HTML knowledge. You don't have to do an R&D or complete study on this HTML. Okay, you don't have to know in and out of HTML. Rather, some basic knowledge of HTML is enough. Okay, so if you have the basic knowledge of HTML, you can understand these locators better, right? You can understand these locators better, and locators is also another prerequisite for learning Selenium. Anyhow, HTML basics, locators, and core Java. One of the programming language like core Java or any other program. For example, if you are automating on Python or something, right? Then you have to learn in place of core Java, your prerequisite will be Python or C# or JavaScript or Ruby, whatever it is. Okay. So for this training sessions, okay, in this series of sessions, okay, so I'll be using Java programming languages. Okay, I will be explaining using Java programming language. Fine. So these are the few prerequisites which we need to have some knowledge about before we start learning Selenium. But no need to worry, guys. All these prerequisites I'm going to explain on the need basis in the same tutorial session. Okay, you don't have to learn HTML, locators, core Java anywhere. Okay, so in the same tutorial, I'm going to cover these prerequisites for you. Okay, so everything will be covered in this session for you guys. Okay, in this training sessions of this tutorial series, all these prerequisites will be covered for you when the time comes. But I'll not be explaining in the next sessions. But whenever I feel that there is a need of learning the HTML basics now, or there is a need of learning the locators now, there is a need of the learning core Java programming knowledge now, then only I'll explain. Okay. So here and there, I'll be explaining all these basic or prerequisites that are required for learning Selenium. Fine. So guys, this is what is the introduction to Selenium, guys. So hope guys you understood what is Selenium and what are the different, what exactly it is, okay, and what are the different components we have, what are the different things it supports, what are the different components of Selenium, what are the different versions of Selenium, what are the different prerequisites we need to know for actually learning and using Selenium, all those things. Okay, hope you got an idea. But all these prerequisites I'll explain on the need basis in the sessions. Okay, no need to worry. Before they actually occur in the Selenium, I'll cover these basics. Okay, that's how I will plan the sessions. So guys, that's all about the session 1 of Selenium 4 training series. See you in the next video session. Thank you. Bye.